Millions of vehicles travel across the Bay Area every day, and a percentage of them have recalled Takata airbags. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has called it the largest and most complex safety recall in U.S. history. Still, despite the nearly 10-year-old recall, millions of people are still at risk. Patrick Olson is editor-in-chief of Carfax.
There are more than 700,000 literal time bombs waiting in California for someone to get. And that's why we need to get these airbags out of these cars.
Our ABC 7 News data analyst standardized the data to account for the number of registered vehicles per state. In California, there are 2,046 unfixed Takata airbags per 100,000 registered vehicles, putting California somewhere in the middle when it comes to states with the most unfixed Takata airbags per 100,000 registered vehicles.
The issue is the chemicals inside the inflator. Normally, when your car gets hit, they combine and explode and fill the airbag, which protects the passenger, protects the driver. These airbags, though, when exposed over time to heat and humidity, develop moisture in those chemicals, and that creates an explosion that far exceeds what everyone intended. That can turn the metal band around the airbag into shrapnel, literally flying pieces of metal that go into the cabin of a car.
While existing laws prohibit car dealers from selling a new car with an unfixed recall and prohibit rental companies from renting a car with an unfixed recall, there is no existing law for used car sellers.
Congress has not acted to enact that.
Searching the web, I found a used car for sale in the Bay Area with an open recall for Takata airbags.
There's a recall on this car?
This used car lot owner told me he didn't know before taking the car in question off the business's website where it had been listed for sale, even though he wasn't doing anything wrong by selling it. Did you know it had a recall on it?
A lot of cars recall.
NHTSA tells ABC 7 News it does not have authority to require used car dealerships to disclose an open recall to a buyer or potential buyer. The Federal Trade Commission tells ABC 7 News the used car rule does not have a requirement that open recalls be disclosed, but it does require that dealers attach a buyer's guide to the vehicle, which includes information about where consumers can search for open recalls on a vehicle.
That's why it's important to look at your vehicle history report, get a mechanic to check out a car before you buy it to make sure you understand everything that could be wrong with it.
In March, 3 U.S. senators introduced the Used Car Safety Recall Repair Act, which, if passed, would require car dealers to repair any outstanding safety recalls in used cars prior to selling, leasing, or loaning them to consumers. California Congressman Mark DeSaulnier is on the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure.
Clearly, the senators bringing this up is appropriate, that we need to really look at this. It's shocking to me, the numbers, and clearly there has to be something done.
In the meantime, you can check the VIN number of any vehicle you're purchasing on NHTSA's website to see whether or not there are any open recalls. NHTSA says 27 people in the United States have been killed by Takata airbags and at least 400 have been injured. For 7 on Your Side, Melanie Woodrow, ABC 7 News.